referee. Our second referee is Bobby Celso, national referee. And now let's meet the starters. First, for the Petro Gazz Angels. Setter from the College of St. Benil, number 2, Janelle Chang. Outside spiker from San Sebastian College, Recoletos, number 5, Gretzel Soltones. Opposite hitter from the University of Santo Tomas, number 8, Aiza Maizo Pontillas. Middle blocker from the Far Eastern University, number 9, Rem Palma. Middle blocker from CSB, number 16, Rania Musa. Outside spiker from Bulacan State University, number 20, Jonas Abete. Starting libero from UST, number 22, Baby Love Barbon. And the head coach for the Angels is Timmy Santo Tomas. And now the starters for the Gerflor Defenders. Setter from the University of Santo Tomas, number 6, Jane Gonzalez. Outside spiker from Southwestern University, number 8, Danica Hendrauli. Middle blocker from the University of Perpetual Health System Delta, number 17, Jenny Gaviola. Middle blocker from the Far Eastern University, number 21, Jeanette Villarreal. Outside spiker from Holy Cross Davao, number 22, Shang Berte. Opposite hitter from Lyceum of the Philippines University, number 25, Elaine Juanillo. Starting libero from LPU, team captain number 19, Pia Sarmiento. Head coach for the Defenders is Sammy Acailar. This game is held under the supervision and regulation of the Games and Amusements Board. It is the Petro Gazz Angels versus the Gerflor Defenders.
We're back here. We are in Batangas as we give you the starting lineup for the Petro Gazz Angels. This is their second game. Familiar suspects here for Coach Timmy, and they won that previous game against Galleries. As we move on to the starting lineup this time, for the Gerflor Defenders, they have yet to win a game here in our conference. Benny Capistrana with Jamie La Vittoria, Kyla Castillo manning the sidelines for us today. Again, we are in the Batangas City Sports Coliseum for PVL on tour.
Billy, I have to compare both teams. We have the vets versus a brand new team. They're still adjusting to the system of Coach Sam, whereas the Petro Gazz Angels, it's how they're going to utilize their vet moves. They need this first 6 to really capture that win today.
Very important for the Gerflor Defenders, Jamie, to start strong against a formidable Petro Gazz Angels team. As we get this show on the road, Barbon. And they give it to Gretzel Soltones. That'll be the first point. They draw first blood here in Batangas.
But that wasn't seen. That was also an evident net touch on the side of Gerflor. We talked about Gretzel Soltones' build during the pregame. She's doing the heavy lifting. She is the scoring machine of the Petro Gazz Angels. And I did mention earlier that she's the healthiest we've seen her.
Absolutely, but she did say she's not at her 100% health-wise, but she is getting there as Rem Palma gets point number 2 for the Angels.
Remy Palma with that quick attack. Not the strongest of attacks, not the cleanest, but just putting it in the side in zone 1.
And of course, a point is a point here in volleyball, Jamie. Gretzel Soltones on deck to serve. That was a good serve, almost an ace. Good defense by Gerflor. Cheng will send this one to Sabete, challenging those blockers. Gonzalez, back set. Good recovery by Gerflor. Chance here for Petro Gazz. Babalik kay Sabete, there is a joust at the net. And that will be won by the Petro Gazz Angels.
Sabete winning that joust against Gerflor. She has been silent, especially in the last game against their first team. But I have to give credit to the hops that she has. I had a chance before training with her, and just the work ethic she has and the consistency and the dedication she has.
Absolutely, and that is a must, especially in professional sports. However, Rempalma, a little bit of a blunder over there, straight to the net for her, a little too low, I suspect.
That's right, a little too low, but had the right idea.
Petro Gazz leading by 2 points here early on in our set number 1. Thank you for joining us, of course, on Pilipinas Live, which, by the way, is available for Filipinos everywhere. So our kababayans who are possibly watching this game abroad, Sabete gets point number 4 for the Angels.
Sabete finding the hole of the block on Gerflor. It's an easy touch. It's important that Gerflor adjust their defensive pattern.
We have Rempalma on deck to serve for the white shirts. Gonzalez tries to save it. No go. Another point here for the Angels. And so far, what are you seeing from the defenders, Jamie?
Well, on the side of Gerflor, you know, the signs of a good team is chemistry, right? And like you said earlier in the pregame, Billy, they're still rebuilding, they're still adjusting to each other, familiarity, and it's very evident right now, but it's all about timing, and time is your companion in sports.
Absolutely. And you can't really, you know, build chemistry in just a month.
That's right.
Sometimes it takes years to really cement that chemistry. But for Gerflor, again, at a single point here in set number 1. Rempalma continues to serve for Petro Gazz. And that is going to be a point given to the defenders.
The other day during fan stream, Billy, they were talking
about that.
They were talking about who talks, you know, trash talks during games. And
the most distracting on the court.
That's right. And Z and Pauline Gaston had to say Remy Palma. And I remember going up against her in FEU. And it's not the angas na trash talk. It's the smirk that she has that it's like, it frustrates you and it annoys you.
Again, it can be a little bit distracting, especially if you're on the opposite side of the court. That's why mental toughness is very much needed.
It is.
When you play volleyball. As we get back to this, let's take a look at what happened here.
See Cheng going for a moose on that beat. Quick attack. The block of Gerflor was a little bit late in that rally.
Back to this game. Straight to the hands of Sabete. They're going to go back to Jonah, challenging the blockers of the defenders. Gonzalez with that 1-2 play, no go. They try the other side, and that is going to be a point for Berte.
That's a great cross-court attack by Berte. We need more of that. We need more production from everyone, the open, the middle blockers. We need that teamwork that they're trying to cement this conference.
They need better offense. Talking about Gerflor right now, 4 points behind in set number 1. Cheng! And that's going to be an automatic point for the defenders.
It's a rare error by Cheng. Overcooked that set. Sabeta had a difficult time trying to adjust.
As we mentioned in the pregame, that's why Jamie and I keep talking about chemistry. From that invitational conference, only 2 players have remained here for the defenders, as that is a service error this time. So it's really hard to, you know, try to build that chemistry, take it with you here in our conference against teams who have been together for years.
That's right. And along with chemistry, you need patience as well. There will be a lot of growing pains with your team. There will be heartbreak losses, and these losses will eventually turn into lessons.
Right. Again, Berte with her 2nd point of the game.
Berte spiking in between the block of Petro Gazz. You see the game, it's kind of actually a seesaw battle between both squads, but you know, it's important, like I said earlier, that you know, they work hard. It's not always about starting strong, but ending on a high note.
It is Shang Berte's return to the pro leagues and playing for a league. As we get back to our ball game, Cheng to the other side, no go. Gonzalez. Great blocking being shown by Petro Gazz, but great defense and recovery from Gerflor. Cheng again to Soltones. Sarmiento, great defense. And that's going to be a point. right for the Angels. Sabi nga ni Jamie, that was a net touch violation called on the Gerflor Defenders.
We saw beautiful exchanges between both squads, but it's important to lessen the unforced errors. And we see Gonzalez starting here as a setter for Gerflor. She is a very seasoned setter, and she has all the experience that she could share with her team.
That's right, one of the veterans for Gerflor. We have seen her the past couple of conferences with Army. Cheng will find Soltones again. You know, you can put her anywhere on the court, and she will deliver.
She'll adjust wherever the set is. Great swing by Soltones, going for her cross-court attack.
The previous game, 19 big points for Gretchen Soltones. And with that game, one of the top spikers in the league right now. Palma back set to Soltones. A set from Palma to Soltones. As we turn it over to Kyla for her report. Go ahead, Kyla.
Yes, Billy and Jamie, usapan natin kay Gretchen Soltones, and nakausap ko nga siya kanina. Sabi niya sa akin, ang mindset niya for today's game ay small progress is still progress. Sabi niya, despite winning in 3 sets against the Galleries last Tuesday, the team recognizes that there is still so much to do and improve in terms of service and reception. And apart from that, she also emphasized the need for better gelling sa team. So, new streaming experiences await via the Pilipinas Live app, available for Filipinos everywhere. Download and subscribe now for as low as 149 pesos per month. Back to you, Billy and Jamie.
Thank you so much for that report, Kyla, about the Petro Gazz Angels. Minor changes in their lineup during that offseason, rather. Just a couple of additions. 12-5 is our score, and that's going to be an attack error on Jenny Gaviola. As we head on over to our first technical timeout of set number 1. Petro Gazz in the lead, 13-5. Experience a new way to feel the heart of volleyball. Watch every set, spike, dig, and block live in HD and on demand anytime, anywhere, and on any device via Pilipinas Live app. Download and register now. We're still here at the Batangas City Sports Coliseum. It's a Gerflor Defenders versus the Petro Gazz Angels. Billy Capisano and Jamie La Victoria, Kyla Castillo manning the sidelines for us in today's game. Right now, the Petro Gazz Angels, they have a pretty big lead. Jamie, set number 1, 13-5 is our score.
You see the Petro Gazz Angels, they have that familiarity and chemistry that I've been talking about earlier in the pregame. There are moments where you'll just look at your teammate and you'll already know what to do. But on the side of Gerflor, of course, they are still rebuilding. We've been saying this in this first set, but time. They need to have patience, and they need to make sure that they work hard all the time.
That's right. They just got to keep working. That's really it, especially in a game like this one. As Soltones pops it up. Babalik kay Soltones with the help of the net.
Lucky point for Soltones. And for free ball, if you notice in that attack, Cheng actually was able to shoot her set a little bit inside, so adding some variation to the offense. But Gerflor was there to get it. I think it's important that they stay a little bit more low in their defense.
That was Condada on your screens a while ago. Subbing in for Pia Sarmiento. Ball is still alive. They send it over as Cheng to Palma.
Palma.
The most distracting player
My gosh.
in the PVL, according to Pauline Gaston.
Take a look at that down the line. The block was late on the side of Gerflor. I mean, you have so many weapons on the side of the Petro Gazz Angels, Billy.
I was gonna say Pauline Gaston and Z Hervasio, pero diba teammates ngayon si Z tsaka si Rem? Baka sa practice medyo distracting si Rem. Anyway, let's take a look at that score on the scoreboard right now. 16-5. The rampage continues here for the white shirts. Rania Musa, that's gonna be a service ace for her.
And we actually welcome her back to the PVL. Take a look at that service. You think it looks easy when it's in the air, but it actually dropped.
Good save by Cheng. One hand set to Palma with a push, no go. Cheng to Palma, and that connection is rock solid.
During the rally, I actually heard Remy Palma scream, "Back quick attack." Now this is where the familiarity comes here, Billy. You don't usually give your middle blockers the play right before, but with the importance of communication, I mean, in that rally, I heard Remy Palma.
You gotta have that good communication on the court as well. 17-6. And Petro Gazz showing no signs of slowing down like Aiza Maizo Pontillas, and that is going to be a free point again given to the Angels, as Gerflor will call for time.
Ang problema, malayo na ang score, lalo pa tayo nagkakalat. Dapat yung mga naramdaman nyo dyan, naalisin nyo, sabi ko dapat, positibo lang, maglalaro ka lang. Magkamali ka, wala nang problema eh, di ba? Ang problema, ang gagawin mo lang, bumawi lang. Naintindihan ba? Kaya ang kalaban natin, nagsiservice na matibay. Kargado ang service, i-stop nyo lang. Ha? Isipin nyo sa inyo ang bola, okay?
Coach Sam telling his squad to just play the game. He was talking about how he thinks that they're thinking too much. They're already this far. I mean, the score, Billy, is 6-18, and they were able to score, and then it was followed by an unforced error. So they're having a difficult time gaining momentum.
That's right, and they can't keep relying, you know, on the points given to them by Petro Gazz via those
3 points.
Yeah, the 3 points given to them via those service errors or those attack errors. And that is a change that they need here in set number 1 if they want that fighting chance, and nobody there for Gerflor. And how many times, Jamie, have we seen that from Janelle Cheng? And we still get fooled every single time.
Sometimes her teammates even get fooled with that, and so deceiving, and Vet moves.
And so calm while doing
So
it
calm.
too.
And her face is the same.
She doesn't even jump too. Just feet flat on the ground. Another point here for the Petro Gazz Angels via Rem Palma. Great game from her so far. Let's take a look at this.
Gerflor having a difficult time receiving the ball of Gerflor Soltones. I mean, it always starts with the pass. It's important to have that stable first ball.
There you have a chance again here for the defenders, as that sails outside for the Lady Beast. We have Menchi Tobiera on deck to serve for the blue shirts.
Nice serve.
Effortless from the veteran.
Beauty in motion by Gonzaga. You see Coach Sam a little frustrated on your screens. I mean,
who wouldn't be? I mean, totally understandable for Coach Sam Akailar.
And you're playing against such a veteran team. This is the more that you should give your all. This is a chance to get better, a chance to take this opportunity.
At this point for Gerflor, they want to finish this set strong, and by strong we mean attacks like those, nakulangan lang ng konti. Great defense from Petro Gazz.
Baka may fear, intimidation against Petro Gazz.
They're gonna try again. Sabete. Gonzalez. Great blocking by the Angels. And that's gonna go to the Gerflor Defenders.
That's a great rally. You see Gerflor adjusting to that block of the Petro Gazz Angels. Now, they were able to get this side out. In the previous sequences, it was always followed by an unforced error. So let's see, we just need consistency on the side of Gerflor.
There is that progress we're seeing from the blue side of things. However, it is followed by another free point given to the Angels. They are inching closer to closing out the set number 1.
It could
be the
adrenaline rush, the nerves.
Easy hit here for Jonah Sabete. Gerflor looking a little frazzled here.
That's right. Gerflor giving Petro Gazz free points here, and the Petro Gazz Angels will definitely maximize this.
And 0 blocking as well for Gerflor in that previous play. Chance here for Gerflor. That sails straight to the net for Aizamaizo Pontillas. Score right now, 23-10. That is 13 points.
We've been talking about this, Billy. Consistency, consistency, consistency. Too many unforced errors by Gerflor. And these are service errors, things that you could actually control. So it's important to minimize this.
We are now at set point. That service error has put the Angels at set point here in set number 1. They need a good attack, and they get it.
They're there, powering through the block of the Petro Gazz Angels. Take a look at the block of Petro Gazz. There was space in between the net and Cheng, and was not pushing. Her hands were not pushing over the net. Now let's see if they could gain momentum as the score is 11-24.
Again, the aim is just to finish this set strong. But Rania Musa has other plans for how this set was gonna go. 25-11. Let's take a look at this.
Beautiful back quick attack. No block was found on the side of Gerflor. Cheng giving her spikers just 1 block and allowing them to shine.
Great to see Rania Musa in action again, this time donning the Petro Gazz Angel jersey. Petro Gazz versus Gerflor, and what a dominating performance for the Petro Gazz Angels in that set number 1. 25-11 in 19 minutes of play. As we take a look at some of our set number 1 highlights, what can you say about what happened during that set, Jamie?
Gerflor had too many unforced errors. They had a chance to side out, and it was always followed by an unforced error, which was the service. But I have to give credit to the Petro Gazz Angels. They stayed consistent the entire time, even if they were ahead. I have to give credit to Cheng utilizing her middles. You saw back quick attack, running attack from her middle blockers, and that is what we talked about during the pregame, Billy. Now, it's important if that Gerflor stays consistent, as we see on your screens here. Take a look at the disparity of attacks, 14 on the side of the Angels and 4 by Gerflor. But also, we highlighted the unforced errors of Gerflor with 10, but Petro Gazz actually had 7, which is quite a lot.
That's right, and we're gonna explain more about the statistics that we're seeing on your screens right now. But new streaming experiences also await via the Filipinas Live app, available for Filipinos everywhere. Download and subscribe now for 149 pesos. Again, let's take a look at the attack points. 14 to only 4 for the Gerflor Defenders.
The reason being is because they had too many unforced errors where they didn't have a chance to counter-attack. Well, this is understandable. They are a rebuilding team, and it's important that they stay consistent. You see Marian Buitre in for the first time in the second set.
As we get set number 2 underway here, the Batangas City Sports Coliseum for PVL on tour. This is the first PVL on tour that we're having here in this conference. We are gonna be visiting a lot more places, so you guys stay tuned as we take a look at the replay. We have Janelle Cheng
targeting Sarmiento. And if you take a look at the stance of Sarmiento, she was actually not stable with her feet. She was moving prior to the ball even getting to her. It's important to lock your feet.
And, because you are a libero, you need to be able to control that ball as well as you pop it up. It's a 2-point lead now for the Angels. They got a 3-point lead via this attack.
That's a great swing by Marian Buitre. The block was late on the side of Gerflor.
Gonzalez. Great blocking, single block by Palma. Cheng will find Gretchen Soltones with that hammer, the lady piece.
Soltones going for that cross-court attack. Take a look at Cheng's reverse set. I mean, the block was extremely late on the side of Gerflor. You have many weapons on the wings. You have Buitre there, you have Soltones, you even have Palma.
The options are endless.
Yep.
And that's gonna be Shang Berte, one of the bright spots here for the Gerflor Defenders. Ang nagbabalik na si Shang Berte.
Targeting zone 5, just nicking the line in that rally.
That's gonna be way too strong here for Gerflor.
We saw this trend in the first set. Gerflor is able to side out, and it is followed by a misserve. And because of that, they're unable to gain that momentum that they need.
And that's why the Petro Gazz Angels have that 4-point lead to kick off set number 2. Buitre with a block.
Buitre with that stuffed block on Gerflor. She's really grabbing this opportunity and taking it. I mean, we have to talk about Coach Timmy, their new coach of the Angels, who also worked with Coach Oliver Almadro before. And I mean, I know I've been coached by Coach Timmy before, and
how was that?
I mean, the way that he teaches you, he's patient, he's very detailed in how he coaches, and it helps you. It helps you.
As we turn it over to Kyla for her report. Go ahead, Kyla.
Yes, Billy and Jamie. Sabi sa akin kanina ni Coach Sammy Akailar, I want to take the pressure off of my team. Ito ay nang tanungin ko siya kung ano yung expectations niya para sa Defenders ngayong araw. Sabi niya, ayaw niyang i-pressure ang mga bata at sa halip, mas gusto niyang bigyan sila ng patience. Ngayong araw, he only wants them to enjoy the game and improve their communication and consistency sa loob ng court. At the end of the day, gusto niya na maging masaya lang ang kanyang team dahil dito raw magsisimula ang kanilang magandang gelling. Sa ngayon, we just expect them to play with all and play with heart. New streaming experiences await via the Filipinas Live app, available for Filipinos everywhere. Don't download and subscribe now for as low as 149 pesos. Back to you, Billy and Jamie.
I like how Coach Sam was saying how he wants to give his players patience, right? When you see your squad struggling, you would expect your coach to yell, but I mean, they're vets now. Some of them are vets and some of them are back in the PVL, and it's important that you have to be professional in how you coach, and I think he's doing a good job by staying composed.
That's right. Absolutely agree with you on that one, Jamie. And as you were talking, there was a challenge by the Petro Gazz Angels in the most recent play that we had. I believe it was ball in or ball out. There we go, ball in or ball out.
And for those that don't know, during the challenge system, it acts as another timeout so the coaches and players can communicate with each other.
As we take a look at the results, is it ball in or ball out?
Definitely inside, just touching the line.
Yeah, grazes the line. And any part of that ball that touches the line is considered inside. Sigh of relief for the Petro Gazz Angels.
8:32.
And as Jamie was saying a while back, Coach Sam, you know, he just wants to put no pressure on this squad. A lot of patience and just to really enjoy this game. And hopefully they're enjoying it. I mean, it is a 6-point deficit for them, but the show continues. The show must go on for the Gerflor Defenders. Early on here in set number 2. And that's going to be another block here for the Petro Gazz Angels.
That's a great block by Jonas Sabete. Take a look at this.
In their previous game against Galleries, he had 10 blocks with Sabete leading the way with 3.
I mean, Sabete, the Angels are known for their blocking, so it's important to add variation to your attacks. But I think with Gerflor, it's important to just do simple plays for now. Level 1 first, and then eventually elevate your game.
Whatever works and whatever is efficient for them. Wow. Gretchen Sultan is soaring high from the back row.
That's her first back row attack. Cheng and Gretchen Sultanes. I mean, the production of Sultanes, whether she's in the front row, if ever she's in the back row. I mean, look at the leap.
And she looks great.
She looks great.
Gretchen Sultanes looks great. The form is great. How she's playing as well. As we get back to our ball game, Cheng. What a combination play. Buitre with a point.
Because Gerflor is giving Petro Gazz too many free balls, Cheng is able to do more combination plays. You have the A quick attack by Musa and then a back quick by Buitre, fooling the block of Gerflor.
Off the hands of a Gerflor defender against Galleries. Buitre had 2 points, came off the bench in sets 2 and 3. So far, so good for her. Bomb set to Sabete. Good defense. Great blocking by the white shirts. Try a second time, no go.
See the Angels just laughing it off. Looking loose in this second set.
You gotta take note also, Jamie, that Rania Musa was a former player here for the Gerflor Defenders.
Right.
Her and Casey Galdones, if I'm not mistaken.
Right.
10-point advantage now for the Petro Gazz Angels as Gonzalez. That was to Umandal. They're going to try to save it. Again, the blocking of Petro Gazz is impeccable here in our match as we head on over to our technical timeout here in our Bingo Plus, the first live streaming bingo in the Philippines. Back here in Batangas, our first PVL on tour stop for our conference. Billy Capistrano, Jamie La Vittoria, and of course, Kyla Castillo giving us the latest from the sidelines. Day 4 of our second All-Filipino conference. You have the Gerflor Defenders with Coach Sam Akailar at the helm. And they are going up against the Petro Gazz Angels and Coach Timmy Santo Tomas. And a huddle is very much needed here for Gerflor. Score now 13-2 in favor of the white shirts. And you can also see a drastic, shift in the way that Petro Gazz is playing. They were a bit stiff when they started, but now they're more relaxed.
Yep. They're smiling. Take a look at the score. 2-13 on the side of Petro Gazz. Gerflor having a difficult time trying to get that side out. They're having a difficult time as well trying to gain that momentum. But like what Coach Sam said earlier, patience. And that's important, especially during these heartbreaking losses. This is a new team and you have to adjust.
Maybe something that they need to do, which Coach Sam also pointed out, was to enjoy the game. Because right now there's a stark difference from the demeanor of the Angels versus the demeanor of the Defenders. I mean, you can see the miscommunication on the court as well, as Palma quickly apologizes. And she will be on deck to serve. That's going to be another service ace for Rem Palma. So far, so good on the service line for Palma.
Hindi na basa ko na saan. Kung nandito. Nararamdaman niyo sa sarili niyo. You have to play. Laro lang. Mag-i-enjoy sa laro. Ulitin ko ang kalaban ang layo ng service. Unahin natin ito pasa. Pag walang pasa, wala tayong set. Intindihan? Ba? Huwag niyo iwasan ang bola. Go!
Coach Sam highlighting the importance of the first ball. Take a look at this serve by Remy Palma. Rosal thinking it was outside, but it's important to have that court awareness. Coach Sam also telling the girls to enjoy. They're not smiling as much compared to the first set. I think there must be some fear going up against such a intimidating and seasoned roster.
And that's going to be a free point given here to Gerflor.
Now it's important that Verde maximizes this side out. Let's keep this ball inside so they get the ball rolling.
And they have to get, take that momentum with them. All throughout this set.
Nice
3,
serve.
Serving 15. They go to Musa with a quick. Unsuccessful. That's going to be a point for the Petro Gazz Angels.
Rosal trying to go for that down the line. You see a double substitution on the side of the Angels. Saet and Z Hervasio.
And Z Hervasio did not play in their first game of the conference against Galleries.
Now, for those that don't know, when you utilize that double substitution, you're giving your offense 3 spikers in the front, giving more attacks. Now, you see another substitution in for Gerflor. We see Katrina in.
Katrina Raceles, our featured player a while ago during that VTR that we showed during our pregame. And as she said, she's just thankful to be given that opportunity to come back here in the PVL. As we get back to our ball game, Chi Saet, Turanya Musa. That was dug up. Chance here for Petro Gazz. And Chi will go to Z. Z again, and they're giving that confidence to Z, as we can see. And that's going to be an error, net touch violation called on Condada. Puntos para sa Petro Gazz Angels. And take a look at that score, Jamie. Just 3 points right now for the Defenders as Temperatura checks in for the first time here in this game.
Now Coach Timmy is adding more substitution. He has a very large cushion here in the second set.
A little too wide there. That was Juanillo, bien Juanillo. Attack error for the defenders.
Trying to go for that cross-court attack. It's important that the Gerflor defenders minimize these unforced errors. It would be different if you're playing with them, right? But you can see that they're still frantic in their movements, and you can see that yet again another. That's actually an illegal attack by Berthe, stepping, which means, for those that don't know, when you go for that approach, your foot has to be behind the 10-foot line. So illegal attack meaning her foot was in front of the 10-foot line before she jumped.
19-3 is on the scoreboard right now here in our match. Set number 2, Chisaet again to Rania Musa, much to the delight of her teammates.
Chisaet utilizing her middles, establishing them. Take a look at this quick attack. Actually, there's a little bit lack of wrist action in Musa, but she was able to prevail in that rally. That was a little too low.
And she is one of the standouts from CSB. Looking right at home here for the Petro Gazz Angels. They need something good. Dug up by Soltones. Back set, pupuntahan na naman si Z. And Z Gerflor gets her first point here in our second All-Filipino conference.
Z going for that down the line. Chisaet and Z, you know, they're coming off the bench together. They probably talked about it. That's the bright spot of having that double substitution. You're able to talk to each other and add a new flair to the court.
We all know that Z is also a lethal attacker.
Yep.
Dating
Heavy
back
hand.
to her college days.
Heavy hand.
But I will always remember about Z are her jump serves.
That's right.
That's what I'm always going to remember from Z. We got substitutions here for the Gerflor Defenders. Lara Clavano on deck to serve for the blue shirts. 4 points for them here in the second set, just 4. Again, all you want to do right now, finish this set strong, get that momentum, take it with you. But that will be a chance or a free point given to the Petro Gazz Angels again.
I believe we have a challenge called by Gerflor. The serve was by Clavano.
They're gonna call it ball in. As we saw a while ago, they did say that it was out, a service error.
Now, this is important for Gerflor. I said this earlier, it acts as a timeout. You can see they're huddling up. They really need to talk about what they need to improve on in order to get this set.
Take a look. Is it ball in or ball out? That is clearly ball outside.
Ball out.
So good call by our referee. Unsuccessful challenge for the Gerflor Defenders and Coach Sam Akailar. And we see another substitution for the Petro Gazz Angels. It looks like Coach Timmy is trying to field in all his players. We have Chami, Nicole Chamson, serving for the white shirts.
Nice serve.
It is a service ace, and this is going to be her first game here in our AFC.
Instant impact by Nicole.
Oh, that's what you call it, instant impact. And again, you know, we can see the players of Petro Gazz just having a good time. That is so important. Clavano. Great dig by Tempiatura. They find Gretchen Soltones. She's blocked. They're becoming setters. That was Rania Musa. Gerflor gets her second point here in our game.
Take a look at Rania Musa. She actually jumped a little bit too early in that sequence.
But made it work. Parang merong may training camp si Chisaet and si Jonelle Cheng sa Petro Gazz Angels.
They add Musa in the setting drills now.
More to come.
I believe that is not over. There we go.
A point here again for the Petro Gazz Angels, and they will end set number 2.
Rania Musa.
She's shocked. Take a look at this. All alone, talking about Rania Musa. hammers it down for the Petro Gazz Angels, and they will take set number 2, just one set away from getting this game. But we know what Coach Sam Akailar is capable of. Petro Gazz versus Gerflor here in the PVL, the heart of volleyball, 25-4. Again, in 19 minutes of play in that set number 2. Thank you so much for joining us on Pilipinas Live as we take a quick look at our set 2 highlights.
We saw the same trend on the side of the Gerflor Defenders. Way too many unforced errors. They had a difficult time getting that side out, and when they did, it was always followed by an unforced error. And this is understandable because they're still trying to get that familiarity, that chemistry. And I had a glance at Coach Sam and his squad earlier. The team was actually, they were all sitting down, and you can see that on the side of Petro Gazz, they were able to utilize more. Now on your screens, we see the stats. You see the disparity in attacks, 10 versus 2 on the side of Gerflor. 4 blocks, 5 aces by the Petro Gazz Angels. And Billy, now it's important that the Gerflor Defenders, as they enter set 3, to really utilize the wisdom that Coach Sam has given them.
That's right, Jamie. And of course, new streaming experiences also await by the Pilipinas Live app. Available for Filipinos everywhere. Download and subscribe now for 149 pesos. Again, the set 2 statistics tells a story really of what went down in that second set. Only 4 points for the Gerflor Defenders, and we actually saw them before we went on air again, Jamie. They were on the floor, they were going for that huddle, and it really looked like they were serious and trying to bounce back here to set number 3.
That's right. I had a glance at, the body language of Coach Sam, and I heard him say, when you play, you play. You don't think too much. I think maybe the crowd, this is the first away game. We're here in Batangas, but I mean, once you step foot on that court, you gotta play your best.
and you cannot downplay your abilities and your capabilities. And hopefully we see a much, stronger Gerflor here in our third set, headed, of course, by their team captain, Pia Sarmiento. And let's not forget Janelle Cheng and the rest of the Petro Gazz Angels looking to get win number 2 here in our second All-Filipino conference. We have Shang Berte doing well also here, leading the charge for the Gerflor Defenders, one of the bright spots for them here in our match as we get set number 3 underway.
We also see Chamson, Galdones, and Marian Buitre starting this third set.
A good change here for the Angels, trying to mix it up as Berte is blocked.
Galdones, this is her first time playing in this entire match, already starting with that stuffed block. The timing, pressing over, no coverage on the side of Gerflor.
She scored 7 points in their first game against Galleries. Also was off the bench in that second set and started the third quarter. Early lead for the Angels. Sotones to serve. Better control of that service, talking about Gerflor. They go to Chami. Nicole Chamson through that block.
Towering. Take a look at this. In between the block of Gerflor. Now it's important that Cheng utilizes Chamson. You have such a strong lineup in the front. 3 spikers.
1-2 play. Nobody there. And Cheng quickly apologizes to the bench of Petro Gazz. And finally, we're seeing something different, Jamie, from the defenders.
Taking risks. This is the first time that we've seen a drop ball on the side of Gerflor.
And that was from Lara Clavano. And she will head on over to our service line. That was a good serve. They go to Chami. Blocked. Better showing for Gerflor here. Buitre. Dug up. Sarmiento. Bump set. We got a rally going on here. First rally, I believe, of the game.
If not the longest, Billy.
That's right. Wow. Marian Buitre, though, exclamation point. And she will get another point here for the Petro Gazz Angels. Let's take a look at this.
Ending that rally on a high note. Cheng almost fooled the defense on the side of Gerflor, but Marian Buitre with that sharp cross-court attack.
She means business here in Batangas. Again, she scored 2 points in their previous game. A little late to get that one.
This is where the familiarity, the chemistry comes into play on the side of the Gerflor Defenders. It's a great serve by Galdones.
But if there is any time for Gerflor to show up, it's right now. That's gonna be a point given to Gerflor. There's gonna be a violation.
Overreaching by Nicole.
The score now is 4-2. Closest start that we've had.
That's right.
Villarreal, a very familiar face and name to our PVL fans, with a new look.
That's right.
Chami will try. Straight to Berte. And that will go wide for Gerflor.
A little too overcooked in that rally. See Gerflor trying to gain that momentum. You see a better production, actually, Billy, in this third set.
There's a lot more energy as well on the side of the defenders, as we can see. And they're going to love that one. Service error for Petro Gazz.
I believe they will call a challenge.
And they're having a couple of conversations now on the bench. They're going to call that one a challenge, another challenge here for Coach Timmy Santo Tomas and the rest of the Angels.
Now we see Coach Sam
gathering the team.
Gathering his squad.
It's a 2-point advantage for Petro Gazz, and that's going to be ball out.
Definitely outside.
And that's going to be ball out for
Challenge is unsuccessful. Ball out.
Coach Timmy. Natawa na lang. It's an unsuccessful challenge. The point will remain with the Gerflor Defenders. It is 2 serving 5, set number 3. Cheng to Chami. Avoiding those blockers. Smart move by Chamzon as we check in with Kyla.
Yes, always do good. This was the reminder of Coach Timmy sa kanyang Angels. And with how the previous 2 sets turned out, we can say that they are doing just that. His demeanor at the moment exudes confidence and trust dahil ginagawa ng kanyang Angels ang kanilang roles very well on the court. Nevertheless, walang natatapos sa 2 sets and the Gerflor Defenders palaban attitude is surely on the court right now. So you can never count them out just yet. New streaming experiences also await via the Pilipinas Live app, available for Filipinos everywhere. Download and subscribe now for as low as 149 pesos. Back to you, Bill and Jamie.
Thank you so much for that report, Kyla. And actually, I got to talk to Gretchen Soltones about how they felt going up against Gerflor today. Ang sabi niya sa akin, kahit sino pa man yan, there's always gotta be a level of respect.
That's right.
And you really never know what can happen in games like this one. As we take a look at this.
Rania Musa with that running attack. Block was late on the side of Gerflor. I like how you pointed that out, Billy, the respect. Gotta respect your opponent. It doesn't matter who you're playing because you will always learn something.
Exactly. Whether that is a team that was, composed in the last week or a team that's been together for years. As we take a look at this score, 8-4, 4-point advantage for the Petro Gazz Angels as Rania Musa had a little quick convo with Coach Timmy. That was a good serve, but great defense from Petro Gazz. And here come the Gerflor Defenders.
See Tubiera with that combination play. I believe, Billy, this is the first combination play that we've seen
right
this entire match.
So that is a sign of confidence.
That's right, taking risks.
Much like that 1-2 play from Clavano a while ago, but this is what we were talking about. You take 1 step forward and 2 steps back. That is going to be another service error for the defenders, giving a chance again for the Petro Gazz Angels.
See Sati Espiritu also on the court.
Another familiar name and face to our PVL fans, Tobiera. And that's going to be a point for Menchi Tobiera.
See Nicole Chamson bumping into her teammate, into Rania Musa in that rally.
Sati Espiritu ang nagbabalik din. Isa sa mga nagbabalik dito sa PVL. On deck to serve. That was a good serve.
Loaded serve.
A chance here for the white shirts. Cheng will choose Galdones. Clavano to Villarreal. Babalik sa Gerflor. Ball a little too late for Espiritu.
Cheng using her smarts and attacking that zone 5. She knew that there was an open space in the defensive pattern. Sati too late to react in that rally.
4-point lead now for Petro Gazz.
It's a little too tight.
That's gonna sail outside. They're asking for a check. They take a look at the bench. No challenge.
Clavano went for that bump set. Little too tight for her attackers.
Cheng to serve.
Nice serve.
Clavano to Villarreal. Blocked. 1-2 play. Not this time. Clavano. Great save there by Gerflor. They go to Buitre. Finds that open space.
Buitre going for that down the line. She noticed that there was a space actually in the defensive pattern of Gerflor. Great spot.
Great find for Marian Buitre as Clavano gives it to Villarreal again. They've been feeding her. Soltones. Clavano. Back to Tubiera. Off the hands of Chami Chamzon.
Tubiera with that attack with, I believe, Chamzon. Chamzon not ready for that defense.
So it's a different Gerflor team that we're seeing here, witnessing here in our third set. Just the right time for them to come alive here in this match. Cheng to Galdones. Bertes sends it over.
Free ball.
Soltones challenged by the blockers here. Chami with a push. And they save it. It's still alive. Too late for Clavano. But what we like seeing here, Jamie, is the fight that Gerflor is showcasing and showing everybody right now.
They're able to get a touch on the block.
That's right. They're hustling for it as we go to our technical timeout. Watch men's volleyball action this 2023 as the Spikers Turf Invitational Conference gets going every Wednesday, Friday, and Sunday on One Sports, One Sports Plus, and Pilipinas Live. Spikers Turf, where power meets passion, and we will see you there in Spikers Turf.
Yes.
I know Jamie is a part of the Spikers Turf family as well. And again, we are here live in Batangas City. Take a look at that crowd. I know that they are waiting as well for the mammoth game that we're having right after this. We got Creamline versus the Signal HD Spikers. Makakasama nyo kami ni Jamie.
Surprise, surprise.
Yes, in that game, as well as Kyla. But we're going to focus on this game right here first. 13-7 on the scoreboard right now. Petro Gazz in the lead, but watch out because the Gerflor Defenders are coming alive here in set number 3. Berte. A point for her, and that's what we're talking about, Jamie. They need to be a little bit more aggressive, talking about the defenders.
Instant impact after that timeout. Berte Galdona is unable to push over with her hands on that block. Now, this could be that momentum shift, Billy, I think that they need in this third set. First ace by Clavano. Well, in fact, first ace on the side of Gerflor.
We love to see it. Could be a sign of great things to come for the Gerflor Defenders in our third set. Cheng will find Chami. Nandoon si Berte. She will try and she puts it away.
The block was late. There was a hole in between the block of the Petro Gazz Angels. Berte maximizing on that. It's a great swing. So we need more production of Berte in this third set, Billy.
Of course, Petro Gazz wasn't able to close out that block. 3-point lead lang para sa Petro Gazz. Here comes Chami. She's denied. Buitre asking for some space. Clavano gives it back to Berte.
Not this time, says Galdones. That's a great swing by Berte, but the timing of the block of Buitre and Galdones was just perfect in this rally.
Nakabawi ang Petro Gazz Angels and their blocking in this sequence. It's back to a 4-point push for the Angels. Galdones serving. Clavano. That goes to Villarreal. And they are pumped up. And we love to see them, you know, really just enjoying the game as opposed to the first 2 sets. Jamie, kanina hindi natin sila nakikita nakangiti.
That's right.
This time around, you can see that they're excited and that they're enjoying each other's company on the court.
And that's what Coach Sam has been saying since the first set. You have to enjoy the game. Do not think too much. You're already going up against such a good team, right? And this is where you can play your best.
They were a little bit too tense in the first 2 sets.
Cheng.
Better showing, but again, Cheng.
She knew that there was space in that donut hole because they were still scrambling on defense.
She deserves the Best Actress award here in the PVL.
The face is the same whether it's the first set or even the 5th set.
As we have a double substitution again for Coach Timmy, we have Chi Saet coming in as well as Z Gerflor. Team captain Chi Saet, one of the veterans here for the white shirts. On deck to serve for Petro Gazz. Clavano. Saet. To Z Gerflor, gets it through. Great coverage by Gerflor. Soltones. Saet. Back to Z. Good defense by the defenders. Sarmiento. Saet. Rania Musa. And the crowd loves it.
A quick attack by Rania Musa. Chi Saet is maximizing Z Gerflor in the first 2 sequences, but finishing it off with that a quick attack on Musa. No block.
And how great of a fit is Rania Musa, you know, with the Petro Gazz Angels. It's like she's been playing with them for years.
With the loss of MJ Phillips, someone had to step up, and Rania Musa is doing just that.
A great addition to this team as Chi Saet. Z Gerflor out of nowhere.
That's a combination play ran by Chi Saet. You're given a free ball. Running attack by Musa, fooling the block. Fooling Sati rather. By Gerflor.
As Coach Sam Akailar calls for time.
Para pag ginanon niya ang bola, magkuha mo. Pag ginanon ang bola, hawak mo nga. Kung ba nagbablock kayo, naka-straight ka lang eh. Dapat nakagano ka. Tanda mo yan. Ngayon, pag sila niya nag-rally, susundan mo siya. Karamihan na bola niya nandito. Walang problema doon. Sige. Pasahan natin.
It is crunch time for the Gerflor Defenders. The score is 11-17. Billy, this is their chance to gain that momentum.
You know, they had such a good start here in our 3rd set. What a waste if it suddenly stops. So they need to really amp it up here and crank it up in our 3rd set. And that will help their case. That's going to be a free point given to the defenders. It is a 5-point lead for the Petro Gazz Angels. We got substitutions. Destamenta checks in for the first time here in our 2nd All-Filipino conference. She did not play against Galleries, adding some height here for the Angels. One of the tallest players right now on the court. Saet. That was a joust at the net. Smart play by Menchi Tobiera. No one there for Petro Gazz.
Petro Gazz not ready for that tip ball by Tubiera. Normally when those sequences occur, it's important that the defenders of Gerflor actually go near the net and defend. Nice serve.
They scramble for the ball. Great hustle being shown by the blue shirts as Chi Saet will find Chami once again.
That's a great swing by Chami. But Billy, we have not talked about Barbon of the Angels. She has been stable with the defense. She has been stable with the first ball, which is allowing her spikers to make points and attack.
Another new addition to the Petro Gazz team, of course, maybe Love Barbon. And we got substitutions here for Coach Sam Akaidlar. We have Katrina Rosales checking in, as well as, I believe, that is Gonzalez. Another vet here for Gerflor, trying to add stability to this squad. It's a 4-point lead for Petro Gazz. Gonzalez on deck to serve. Saet to Des Clemente. Gonzalez, back set to Rosales. Soltones!
Sorry.
For those watching, Jamie,
I apologize. I apologize for those that heard that.
The ball was coming right at her.
Our floor director was not watching the game.
And she didn't want him to get hit.
Yeah.
As we get back to this game. 18 to 15. Make that 19 to 15. Well, Jamie ever the caring co-worker. As we take a look at this replay, we have Gretchen Sotones. Lady Beast, dalawang kamay yung ginamit. As Des Clemente prepares to serve for Petro Gazz. It's a good serve. Gonzalez will find Rosales. Dug up by Chami. They're going to send this one over. Tubiera this time.
We've seen success with the combination play. Tubiera with that combination play. No press on the block by the Angels.
If you're a Petro Gazz fan, you might be a little worried. It's down to a 3-point lead. Espiritu, a little too short, straight to the net.
27-16.
Now this is the time to play your best. Crunch time, I keep saying, by the Gerflor Defenders. Now we see Buitre back in the mix along with Cheng, rather.
So on the court for Petro Gazz, it's Tempiatura, Chamzon, Soltones, Buitre, Galdones, and Janelle Cheng. Gonzalez back set to Rosales. Gets her first point of the ball game.
Rosales coming off the bench in this third set. We did feature her earlier, Billy, during the pregame.
And she's just happy to be here, right? That's what she's smiling. Yep, during the VTR, just another opportunity for her to be able to play. Tubiera.
Nice serve.
Buitre, she's blocked. Galdones, she's also blocked. And that is a point for the Gerflor Defenders. And don't look now, Jamie, it is a 2-point game.
See Rosales in the front, making an impact. 2 blocks in a row. It's not over till it's over, Billy.
Sometimes all you really need is to warm up.
That momentum. But followed with an unforced error.
That is a sorry free point given to the Angels. That was Chito Piera with a service error. It's back to a 3-point lead. We have Chamzon in the front now for Petro Gazz. And that is outside for the Lady Beasts. Overcooks it.
Substitution here. Gonzalez. Clavano, rather.
Clavano is back, and she was doing well also here in this third set. Gonzalez and Rosales take a bit of a break as Berte also checks in. We have Lara Clavano, 19 serving 21.
Gotta wait for that whistle. Clavano might be a little too excited.
Who wouldn't be excited if you're from Gerflor and the score?
That's right.
You know, it's 21-19. You really have that chance to possibly take the lead here. Clavano serving. That's a good serve. Cheng to Galdones up top.
A quick attack by Galdones. That's a perfect receive by Barbon. Look at that. Steady hands. Cheng not even doing the jump set. Very simple.
Effortless.
Yep, calm and collected. Per usual play.
Wow, a crucial service error for Casey Galdones. Again, we mentioned that she used to play for the Gerflor Defenders, her and Rania Musa. Back to a 2-point lead, 22-20 on the scoreboard right now. Villarreal. Cheng finds Clemente. A little bit of a fumble there. And oh my goodness, don't look now. The Gerflor Defenders are down by just a single point here in our third set. And I'm not sure if our viewers can hear it, but the crowd is rallying behind them here in Batangas.
The crowd is alive. Danica powering through that block of the Petro Gazz Angels.
We gotta be careful. Cheng to Chami. Clavano to tie the game.
Now this is the first time in this match that the score has tied.
But we gotta commend the fight, all right, by the Gerflor Defenders. The crowd is loving it. 22-all, Jamie.
Billy, I've been saying that it's crunch time for the Gerflor Defenders, but it's also crunch time for Petro Gazz.
Remember, Gerflor only scored 4 points in that second set. Here comes Chami. Block.
Making it up.
Second time around, still no go. Clavano for Berde for the lead. No! Quick thinking here by Gerflor. Chance here for Petro Gazz. Are they going to overtake it? Yes? No? Is it? It is a point for the Gerflor Defenders. Referees call that outside. Are they going to call a challenge?
Challenge by Marian Buitre. You were not able to see where the ball actually went.
But they were pretty adamant. I'll talk about Petro Gazz. It was inside. Referee called it out. And that's why Coach Timmy called for the challenge.
This is a very crucial challenge here. You see Gerflor slowly gaining momentum. Definitely
inside. Marian Buitre, after that attack, she quickly looked at Coach Timmy to call that challenge. A successful challenge for the Petro Gazz Angels. Eagle eyes for the assistant coaches, and of course, Marian Buitre. 1 point lead for the Angels.
You see the demeanor of the Angels. Very calm, vets. Even if it's crunch time. Great serve.
Clavano. They go to Chami. Dia Sarmiento, Team Captain, was not able to pop it up. And the Petro Gazz Angels are at match point.
Silent killer. Nicole going for that cross-court attack. Sarmiento not able to dig that.
And that's going to be a service error for Marian Buitre. Score is 24-23. What are your thoughts on this one?
Gerflor will maximize this, but we need consistency with this serve from Berte.
Pressure is on for Shang Berte. It's inside, good serve. Great defense. They're going safe. Chami! And Nicole Chamzon coming off the bench for the Petro Gazz Angels. Did not play in their previous game, their first game against Galleries, and she will end this match. The Angels take the win, second win for them in our second All-Filipino Conference, 25-23. Let's take a look at that last play one more time.
There is no block on the side of Gerflor. Unstable block, rather. Chamson, I said this earlier, she is the silent killer, one of the silent killers of the Angels. I have to give credit to the improvement, the much improvement on the side of Gerflor. 23-25 in that last set.
Relive this game and all PVL games anytime, anywhere on the Pilipinas Live app, available about that set later on as we turn it over to Kyla with our best player of the game. Who are you with, Kyla?
Yes, thank you, Billy and Jamie. And hello, Batangas City. I'm with our best player of the game from the Petro Gazz Angels, none other than Janelle Cheng, with 11 excellent sets, 3 attacks, and 1 ace. Congratulations, Janelle, for being our best player of the game for this conference. So, Janelle, how did you guys remain consistent throughout the game kahit lumalaban talaga yung Gerflor?
Consistent kasi yung service and natatrain naman siya. So, siguro yun yung key namin.
Alright, so gaano ka-importante itong win na to kahit napakaaga pa para sa conference?
Siyempre, every win naman important kahit matagal pa. So, mas maganda na nag-iipon kami ng wins.
Alright, so Janelle, meron ka bang mga gustong batiin at pasalamatan?
Hello sa Petro Gazz fans po. Thank you po sa support. Tapos sa parents ko po. Sa lahat po ng family lahat, tsaka kay Tito Jess po. Pagaling po.
Janelle, any message naman para sa ating mga Batanggenyo fans and supporters na talagang dumayo dito para makita kayo ngayong araw?
Sobrang thank you po sa support nyo na dito tayo naglalaro ngayon. Sana maulit pa po ulit.
There you have it, folks. Billy and Jamie, our best player of the game is none other than Petro Gazz Angels, Janelle Cheng. Back to you guys.
Thank you so much for that, Kyla. And of course, congratulations to Janelle Cheng, who calm and collected as always, and the rest of the Petro Gazz Angels as they win their second game of our second All-Filipino conference. I mean, what are your thoughts on just what transpired? You gotta commend as well, Jamie, the Gerflor Defenders for that valiant effort, especially in that third set.
Well, Coach Sam highlighted the importance of enjoying the game, and that's what we saw in this third set. They were smiling, they were more loose. We saw more combination plays ran by Clavano, but on the side of Petro Gazz, even if they were up multiple points, they stayed consistent, and that's what a vet team does. Now, it's important to stay consistent on the side of Gerflor. They still need to go back to the drawing board. They need to minimize their unforced errors, and they need to play together as a team. What the Petro Gazz Angels have, chemistry, familiarity, is what Gerflor needs to work on.
Of course, you know, we all know that it is going to be a long conference. We have 12 teams that we have fielded in without any foreign guest teams. But it's going to be challenging, an uphill climb perhaps for the Gerflor Defenders. But from what we saw in that third set, alam natin na kaya nila, and the cheers are getting louder here in Batangas, because up next we have the Creamline Cool Smashers versus the Signal HD Spikers. We are about to shake things up in Batangas City. Now, for my partner, Jamie La Victoria, Kyla Castillo, Direk Marvin Chavez, and everybody behind this production, I'm Billy Capistrano, and we will see you in the next
Bye.